Got ready for the gym this morning, obviously in my gym gear.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Yep, sorry, just talking to Shirley.
And I hadn't packed boxes.
Yeah, I saw a message on the group saying, Kate, if you don't see this, can you bring me the boxes?
Yeah, I just hadn't
Why'd you
packed
put it on the
them.
group? Why does Nick need to know that your
all right, so what
cock is
happens
touching
is-
your denim shorts? Hi, Sue, if you're listening.
Because what happens is I message Kate, Kate doesn't read it, and then she'll come in and she'll be like, well, why didn't you just like carrier pigeon me? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you set fire to something?
Sorry, my phone was upstairs.
No, she never
Alarm
looks
going off.
She never looks at messages from me.
I'm fine with that.
But I did see your boxer's message
How long after I sent it?
before I came here.
In the one that I sent to you or the one I sent to Nick?
The one you sent me direct.
Okay, great.
Oh,
Just for our listeners, she's now emptying her entire bag of
By the way,
weaponry.
I've taken that out of your podcast studio office cupboards because I've been looking
Tupperware.
for these for ages.
Brilliant.
Tupperware that we thought we'd lost.
just a lid.
Boxes.
Thank you.
There you go.
There you go.
Right.
Thanks. I probably won't put them on right now.
Let's not do
No, go
that.
on.
Oh, this pair. No joking. Worst pair ever. No, thank you. Right, anyway, so yeah.
3, 2, 1.
That's a
Maybe
3,
why
2,
are we
1.
talking like we haven't even started?
3, 2, 1.
Boj and Kate have a lot on their plate.
Watcher and welcome to the Madhouse. Before we start, if you love the pod, show us the love by leaving us a positive review saying something like, "This is the podcast I never knew I needed. 5 stars, would recommend."
Positive roo.
Oh.
A happy kangaroo.
I love it. I like that. From the
can't-
land
do you
of
know
I
what?
like a positive roo. Send us a positive roo in a
Please.
box.
Did I say positive review?
Yeah.
You did.
In fact, oh God,
Inflict?
no one can.
What's wrong with you all?
Inflict.
Put the emoji of a kangaroo in your review.
Let's just do that. That's it. Don't go back and do another take.
No.
Put a kangaroo emoji in your
In your
review,
review.
and we'll know that you're real fans.
will.
I'm pretty sure I said positive review, but I think I just said it really quickly.
Well,
Did I
You
not?
almost said it
well,
again.
2 of us is 2v1.
Shit. Anyway, you can also follow or subscribe however you're listening, because that means that we just like our podcast just gets delivered to your phone automatically
Like
each week, so you don't have to go looking for it, searching Boj and Kate.
Yeah, like a kangaroo.
Put
Like
it in
a
a
room.
pouch.
Yes.
Put it in the kangaroo pouch.
Now I have no idea what we're doing.
No.
We also dedicate the show every week to one of you. But who will it be today? Claire from Croydon, Tim from Tenby, Alice from Aberdeen. Who knows? You'll find out later.
It really is very postcode lottery, that, isn't it?
It is.
It's
Anyway.
like we're about to just appear with a massive truck and what's his name?
And a
Matt
big
Johnson. Who does that? Davina McCall's doing that. That's good work. You
Sorry,
should do
I need to
that.
cross my legs, and I'm sorry, Tommy. He's going mad in there. I'm kicking the microphone left, right, and centre.
You should do the postcode lottery. Have they not approached you yet?
The reason I won't do the postcode lottery is because they haven't asked me.
Yeah, that's, that's a good one.
First one.
So I'm presuming they don't want me to do the postcode lottery.
Don't be knocking at your door. Don't.
And I think 2,
Oh,
Nick.
Sorry.
that's the postcode lottery.
So sorry.
No,
Who
it's
is
the-
it?
It's the doorbell.
Is it worth
it's the
answering?
hospital. No, it's fine.
Oh, the hospital?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was having a thing on the weekend, but I'm not having that thing anymore.
Are you not?
No, because it's too difficult. So I called them to say, can I not do it? And they're just rescheduling. So apologies for that.
They're rescheduling.
They
so
get
no,
a,
you need to do it.
that you need
Come
to-
in.
No, sorry, apologies.
Anything you
okay.
want to? Anything you want to talk about? This is a safe space.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
He's having a third leg put in.
Be a fourth. Ooh, ooh.
Hey. They don't call them tripod for
Lads,
nothing.
Okay.
lads.
Oh God, why am I
Where
getting
were we?
involved in that?
Postcode
Horrible.
lottery.
Keep postcode lottery.
One,
Go.
postcode lottery don't want me.
Yeah.
2, you have to be. So I heard.
Yeah.
You have to be available. So I heard.
You have to be available.
Anytime they call you and say you're going to somebody to a, like every weekend, you either have to be available every weekend, or it's just like really, they give you a lot of money apparently, so I've heard.
Okay, so
they give you a
she's
lot of
heard.
money
Yeah.
to be available every weekend.
Right.
So it's kind of like,
You're saying Fred Sirius has gone, I will take the money to be available every weekend.
yeah, it's like hazard pay. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? It's like, we'll give you,
Overtime.
it's just like risk pay, isn't it?
Are they getting pay and a half?
Who knows?
I used to get their M&S when I worked
I
on
love that.
Sundays.
Double time on a bank holiday.
Yeah.
The calibre of celebrity they use in the postcode lottery is definitely
Increased.
improved. No
you know-
offence to Matt
No.
or Jeff, but Davina McCall and Emma Willis and Fred Sirius,
Yeah.
they're big timers.
Big.
You know?
Yeah.
They're big timers.
Do you know anyone who plays it? Is it all a big scam? Is it like a huge money laundering operation for the cartel?
People play the postcode lottery.
Okay, fair enough.
You've seen them on the doorstep getting handed a big check.
Huge check.
I never
Yeah.
thought I'd win. I only entered once. Here I am, on your crown richer.
I would love it if someone tried to cash
So
their
funny.
enormous check. just go down the bank. They're like, sorry, this isn't actually legal tender. They gave me this check on the TV.
Hitting the doors
Why are we
with it as you
doing
come in
Northern?
as
Yeah.
well.
Why are we talking about the postcode lottery?
No idea.
Don't know. Tangent.
Do we have any idea why? Anyway,
No
I've had the
idea.
weirdest 30 minutes. The Welsh is a funny language, isn't it? I was on the train. I've had the weirdest 30 minutes in. One, Shirley tried to eat human poo again.
Again, she loves it.
After going into a K-hole
Human?
years ago. Yes, there was a homeless man that's living outside your office. Not outside, but round the corner on that field.
Yeah.
And every day I get off the train, every Monday I get off the train with Shirley and I let her go for a pee and a poo on that field.
Yeah.
And then we come into the office. Today she ran over to a bush and started sniffing, and it was behind where the man was sleeping.
Yeah.
And as I walked towards her, I immediately smelt.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
And she was sniffing, and she was so close. I did my
well
naughty
done.
dog. Get away, Charlotte! She was just looking at me like, why are you speaking in that ridiculous voice? And no. And then,
dear.
as I'm walking away with her, I didn't even talk about the Welsh language on the train. These women are speaking Welsh.
Yeah.
I've never actually listened intently to people speaking Welsh. They dip in and out of English. So she said, I mean, I can't do a Welsh accent, but they was chatting like, 3 months later, and next year.
Yeah,
and I was like,
Oh, wow.
so you're kind of, it's similar. You kind of recognise some of the
Well,
dialect.
That's quite. Where did they do that? In Arabic, quite often they'll speak Arabic and then throw in English phrases. I think it's quite common in lots of languages.
I enjoyed
because
it.
English is so prevalent around the world that they'll just use like an English phrase that'll be better suited. I don't know.
I really enjoyed
I actually don't
listening.
know. All guesswork.
I quite like it though.
Yeah,
never
I liked
know.
it.
Very
It's a very
interesting.
nice language to listen to. It's very calming and it's very sing-songy. It goes up and down.
It's quite phlegmy though.
No, I don't think so. Only a
Or
little
there.
bit. She wasn't.
No.
Didn't
She
sound it to me. Then Shirley tried to eat the poop. And then as I'm guiding Shirley away from the homeless man's poop, there's another man sat on a wall who's
Humpty
like,
Dumpty.
he looks like he's about to go to the gym. He's got 2 tennis rackets, a cap, sunnies. He's drinking a Boost. Is it like a Red Bull
Oh,
alternative?
yeah. Cheap
And he's
Red Bull.
listening to A Whole New World from The Little Mermaid on a portable radio. And I was like, what's going on this morning in this, what's happening?
What a melting pot.
What about
The melting pot.
the melting pot of Highbury and Islington?
It really is.
We are exhausted. Why did we think it was a good idea to go glamping for the weekend after we got back from our month-long summer holiday,
Well, it's because you love chaos.
saying yes to everything
You say yes to everything, don't you?
and organise nothing? I thought it would be fun, and I do love glamping. Well, I say I love glamping. This weekend has made me think I'm never going again. But I'm also already looking at options for next year. But I'm never going again.
Do you like the idea of it?
I don't know if I like it or not. There were moments this weekend where I wanted to leave. I couldn't handle it. But there was also moments that I was in my element. How did you feel about our glamping weekend?
It was
Rog?
fine. Broadly fine.
The car journey there? It started off a bit chewy, a bit tricky, a bit
Kate-
heated in the car.
I'll talk about what happened before we set off later, but once we set off, Kate went, I don't think we've got petrol in the car. Start the car, 40 miles.
It's fine. 40 miles
Right.
can get you to a petrol station.
Of course you can, if you let me stop at a petrol station, which is the problem. So we get on the North Circle, whatever, and we're driving around. I'm like, right, what's the nearest petrol station? Because it's starting to come down. Get on like the M11, I think it was. I'm doing such a dad thing. I'm naming all the roads.
But we could have gone to a petrol station straight away.
Every petrol station I drove past had big queues. So I was like, I'll just do it on the way.
Interesting.
Anyway, we get into a
makes
traffic
sense.
jam. We're by services. I said, I'm going to stop here because we've got 20 miles left. Kate said, no, we're in a traffic jam. It's only going to get worse.
Nick.
We cannot stop here.
Voice of reason.
Why?
Okay, wait there.
No, why am I the voice?
You're on
No.
the motorway.
Yeah.
3 lanes of standstill traffic. You go onto Waze or Google Maps, whichever one you want to use. There might be others.
Others
Other
are
maps are
available.
available.
There aren't any others, are there?
That's
It's
it.
just those
Apple
two.
shit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The Apple Maps. Who uses Apple Maps? My mum.
Steve Jobs.
You're in 3 lanes of standstill traffic and you go on Waze and you see big red line ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know you've got quite a long way to go of standstill traffic, but you've only got 20 miles of petrol left. Do you A, stay in that traffic jam to try and get out of the red and then find a petrol station further ahead, but risk running out of petrol?
And they've already
Or do you-
said the next petrol station is 20 miles ahead.
And you've only got 20 miles? Or do you bottle it and you get off the motorway to a petrol station, but then when you get back on, the traffic jam you're in is doubled in time because you
Well, see, no, you don't know this.
traffic jams just get longer and longer and
they
longer.
don't.
No one would ever, we'd all be in a traffic
This is it.
jam. They'd never
I'm still there. I'm still in the other one.
So what would you do? I take it you're on Bodge's side.
Of course I'm on Bodge's side. Because also you could get out of it, go and get petrol, and in that time, the whole traffic jam could have depleted and gone, evaporated.
Well, we were arguing in the car. We say we were arguing. It was a bit of a debate. I said, let's just stay on.
You guys don't really argue. You just sort of...
forcefully make your point until
Should we reenact what happened? You're driving. I'm like, don't stop now. We're in traffic. Come on. We've got to get out of this traffic jam.
No, you were going, no, don't do it now because we're going to get stuck.
We're acting it out.
And I was like, no, I want to get off.
You're driving because
I don't want to. I don't want to get
You're not
stuck.
driving.
I don't want to get stuck on the motorway. Okay, I don't want to. If we break down, I think that's it.
Come on,
I think
where's
I'm
your sense
leaving.
of risk?
I think I'm leaving.
Where's your sense of risk? Come on, look, it says here, we've got it's 16 miles away, the nearest petrol station. You've got 20 miles left. That gives us 4 miles to play with. Let's do it. Take a risk.
And I'm just going to pause the role play there.
Pause, everyone.
Pause the role play.
Guys, pause, everyone.
Pause, because I'd ordered, because obviously someone in this relationship has to organise things.
Yes.
There was 6 adults and 6 kids.
Yep.
So a couple of days before, I ordered a Sainsbury's shop to arrive at the campsite.
God, he's good.
Thank
He's
you,
good.
At
God,
5
he's
o'clock.
good.
5 o'clock, right?
He's so
Didn't even think about it.
Plan was to
course you
leave. Didn't even think.
course didn't
She
even
organised the camping and then just thought the fairies would sort it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
said to her, I'm ordering food. She went, don't worry about food. We'll just have cereal in the morning, sandwiches. I was like, where do you think everything
Where's
comes
everything
from?
coming from?
We're in the middle of nowhere. She's just like, it'll
You're
be
so
there,
funny.
won't it? It's there because I organise it. There's no magic fairies following around.
Aren't
It's
there?
me.
Oh. God,
She doesn't
Are
appreciate
we going to go back to role play or are you
Anyway,
done?
Sainsbury's arriving at 5.
Okay.
We were going to leave at 1. We
Okay.
didn't leave till 2.
More on that
Which
later.
we'll deal with later.
It's a
We'll
3-hour
unpack
drive.
later.
Yep.
It's a 3-hour drive.
Okay. And let's resume role play.
Okay. We're going to be late. If the Sainsbury's arrives and we're not there, it's a disaster.
But the thing is, that's
Yeah,
me
yeah.
and a cashew. It's me and a cashew, dear.
I thought you were filing your
Filing
nails.
my
Yeah, I
nails.
thought it was just
yeah.
fine.
But the thing is, Bodge, we have to stop and get petrol. So we're going to be late either way. I just think we should get out of this traffic jam because if we get out through the traffic jam,
no.
then we can stop and find a petrol station. Come on, we're doing it. So what did we do? We did it my way.
And
It was
how-
either his
I
way
was
or my
furious.
way.
I
Cortisol
would
was
have been
very
too.
high.
He
Yeah.
said, there is another way.
Was
There
it
is
red?
another way to live, Katie. He was driving and his face, he was like, there's just another way
Not
to
even
live.
looking at you.
But by now, we're down to 10 miles. And the petrol station is now 11 miles away. I'm like, we've got 1 mile to play with, we'll be fine.
Because the other thing is, in a traffic jam, so even when you're stopped, you're
Yeah.
still using petrol.
Yes, of course.
Famously.
Famously.
Like, you know
Famously.
that.
Yeah, we know
No
that.
one is pushing it. The fairies aren't pushing the
Let's
car.
fast forward. We're out of the
Unbelievable.
traffic jam.
Thank God.
We're out of the traffic jam. We've got 10 miles of petrol left, 11 miles to go. Anyway, gradually, 9 miles to go, 8 miles to go, still 10 miles. Anyway, we pull into the petrol station with 10 miles to go. We had loads of time. And also, by the way, when it goes to 0, you don't run out of petrol. It goes to 3 horizontal lines for
yeah.
about 5 miles. And then it goes to E, which means empty, which means you are about to break down. And I know that because I've
You've pushed it.
Because
to the
you've
limit.
done it.
I went to E as I pulled in the petrol station. I don't know what happens after that.
You have broken down on the motorway, though, haven't you? Because
That wasn't my fault. I was banned from driving and my friend was driving and they didn't check the gauge. Anyway, we pull into the petrol station. Bodge fills up, buys me a little cheese and tomato panini because I hadn't
nice.
eaten.
That's
it.
nice of you.
Well, Kate went, get some snacks. I was like, have you eaten anything today? She was like, yeah, I had a coffee, which is always her first, like...
Defensive.
Yeah.
The defensive bloke. Yeah, I've had a coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've had a latte with oat milk.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm just
And a
trying,
cashew in the
I'm just
car.
trying to help you out here. So she's such a...
Yeah.
Anyway, I went back
Twat.
into the petrol station, bought her a panini and a juice so she wouldn't get angrier and angrier as the trip went on.
Thank you for that. It was a petrol station panini though. He went, how is it? I was like, there's no cheese and tomato. I've got his bread
She was
in
halfway
it.
through it and she
It's
still
just
hadn't
like-
hit the filling.
It was just a tiny
Yeah,
bit
it's
at
sad.
the bottom. Anyway, look, we made it. So
No,
the
not
moral
just
of the
that- no,
story
no,
is,
no,
listen
no.
to me.
No, no.
Take a risk. Live life on the edge. Live life dangerously. Don't bottle it.
Kate,
It was a bit of jeopardy.
Kate,
it was
listen,
fun.
Listen, being married to you is living life on the edge. What I don't want to do is add more edges. It's like, imagine there's a cliff. You're like, let's build a balcony and then a plank and then another piece of wood, another piece of wood. It's like, how far until
sounds
we
fun.
just... Yeah, exactly, yeah. But that wasn't just it. I said to her, right, get on Sainsbury's. We need
Yeah.
to get hold of them to let them know that we're going to be
You're
late.
right.
Because famously, as Nick would say, once you've ordered your online shop with Say Notes, I think with everyone, you can't just call the driver.
No.
You don't get their number. You can't just contact them.
Sometimes they
However,
call you.
Big up Say Notes though, because I don't know why you know this.
Because I've had to contact them before.
You
And
can
they're on
contact-
X. of
They're
all
on Twitter.
places. They're there just arguing with people about whether the
great.
world is flat and doing football memes, but also doing customer service.
Oh, brilliant.
But anyway,
I messaged them on X and I
you?
said, hey, we need to get hold of our driver. We're currently stuck in a standstill traffic jam. We were out of that. Our delivery is booked between 5 and 6 p.m. Our current ETA is 5:43 p.m.
Okay.
Anyway, without even replying, we just get a call from Michael from Sanos going, hello, I'm your delivery driver, talk to me.
Yeah,
he went, I'll
brilliant.
make it happen. When are you getting it? I'll jiggle a few things around. And he arrived 10 minutes after we got to the campsite. What a lovely guy.
Good logistics.
really lovely bloke. And also,
Wish I'd had cash so I could have given him a tip.
it's probably get him fired, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think
Taking
you
a
can.
tip.
Don't think you can.
No.
Of course they did.
And they had a spare ice box so we could put all our booze in it, which was very handy. He was a very nice man.
He wasn't supposed to do that.
He wasn't supposed to do that.
Hi, Michael from Sainsbury's. If you're listening,
Don't fire
if you get
him.
fired,
Yeah,
don't. It's not our
sack
fault.
him.
It is our
Don't sack him.
fault if
He's
you get
good.
fired.
He's a good guy. Anyway, so we got to the campsite. I'd say my cortisol levels had decreased, but was still probably about 30%.
Okay.
Because of also just a whole day.
And then the alarms went off on the phone, which basically took him
my
back
God,
up to
of
maximum cortisol levels. Because we
So
Of
basically,
course, you just checked into the middle of nowhere.
We were just about to light a
Brilliant.
campfire. He just got all the kindling.
let me wheel you back 2 days
my gosh.
before because I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
do a barbecue. So I phoned up. I said to Kate, have you got anything from the campsite? She was like, yeah, I got an email.
Yeah.
Didn't forward it to me. Didn't
not.
read it. No, just all guesswork, all vibes. So I got the number, phoned the woman. I said, can we do barbecues? Because that's what I was going to cook. She was
Yeah.
like, oh, we're not sure, we're like blah, blah, blah. So I got rid of all the barbecue food.
Yep.
I knew we'd have stoves. Anyway, we got there and they'd put all the barbecues out. And she had
days.
her little guy there. And I was like, can we do it? He's like, oh, they asked us to put them out. And I was like, oh, it just feels a
You're on the
bit
edge.
wrong.
Yeah, it does.
Because it was hot,
Hot and dry.
It was
Hot
hot,
and
and
dry,
dry.
guys.
So I looked around. All the grass is basically stripped back. So there's very little to catch fire. So I was like, if we do a small one, we'll probably be okay. Anyway, as I'm building it, all I hear is, and I turned around to Kate. I'm like, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It was my phone
Reminder.
first.
No, do you
course
know
it was.
why?
What are you
Because
doing?
in my head, it was another reminder.
Yeah, of course.
She'd gone for
So
ultra
loud.
reminder.
It was so loud.
This is like, this post is 3 days late.
Yeah, it was terrible. And
It was
then everyone
terrible.
else has started to go off on the campsite. So
Yeah. So we obviously left it. I did see a guy then. I was like, are you doing a fire for like your barbecue? He was like, yeah, I don't believe it. He was like a fire denier.
Oh, God, you can't be a fire denier.
gosh.
And he was just like, yeah, at home, I live by a field. I flip my fags into a field just
What?
to see if it catch line. It doesn't catch line. I smoke a lot. And I was just like,
Oh, no.
Are you trying
What
to
a douche.
I was like, are you trying to impress me?
He's got a panic room with loads of tin cans in it too, that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just sitting
I
there,
could
I was like,
see him
okay.
Don't like
talking,
him.
and I knew that the guy was saying stuff like that. So I was like, Boj, come on, quickly, come over. We need to get like everything out of the fire because there's alarms going off, so we're not allowed to barbecue. I was
No,
really
good.
but the guy was just like looking at me as if to say, pussy. I was like, no, I don't fancy being the,
Yeah.
the reason a wildfire starts.
It was slightly end of days moment, wasn't it? With all
The
those
alarms.
alarms going off.
Were you somewhere busy when they
I
were
was
up?
in central London. So I was at a pub in central London and like everyone's phone just went off. And it was quite, it was eerie because it sounds like it could be nuclear.
What did you think it was?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. I just thought someone's alarm had gone off.
Yeah.
I thought literally my phone alarm had gone off. And I thought, well, no, it's... And then everyone started to go and it was like a symphony of alarms. And
I think
everyone,
aliens, the
reaction?
Russians.
everyone was just like looking at their phone and just looking around because it felt like a bit air raidy. Like,
Yeah.
Also, we're in central London as well. Where there may not be fires.
May not be many barbecues
May not
going
be
on.
any barbecues
I just had this
going on.
vision of like you in a pub and all the alarms going because it's a bit boozy and a bit rowdy. The English are quite for everyone just going, whoa! Like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It
Mocking
happened at the proms, didn't it? It went off during the proms. Because I was thinking about this actually. All the theatre shows that were on,
Oh, wow.
any live TV that was on, was all like they were all banging on during that.
Didn't even
Interesting.
think about theatres.
Yeah.
Crikey. Oh, hospitals as well.
Oh.
Why did I go to hospitals?
Theatre.
Theatre to
Surgery,
hospitals.
There's lots of noises in
Maybe.
hospitals, isn't there?
Anyway,
Anyway.
back to glamping. Back to glamping. Apart from the journey,
Yep.
apart from the Sainsbury's shop jeopardy,
Yeah.
which
Yep.
was sorted,
Yeah.
apart from us not being able to have campfires,
Okay.
apart from the meal that we went out on the night after, Boj booked a restaurant for the night after.
Basically, the first night I cooked, I did
Yeah.
hamburgers
And it was good.
and chips and all sorts. A lot of effort. But anyway, it was good. Did for everyone.
salad, deep fried chips.
Oh,
It's good.
nice.
The point is, the second night I didn't want to cook again. So
Of
we
course not.
went to the local pub.
Great.
Yeah. So Boj booked a restaurant for the night after, and I'm not a fan of group dining. Okay, this might be controversial to say it. I'm over it. I'm over group dining especially with children.
What's your max group?
6 people around a table. Max, even 8 is a bit like I'm not going to get to talk to you much unless it's a round table. I love 2 people at a table, 4, 6. I just don't
Even
like
numbers.
a lot
Even
of people
numbers, yeah.
around a table. Can't have 5? Get in the bin. There were children and adults at this table. We tried to work it so that all the kids would be at one end and all the adults up the other end.
Do you know what actually happened? All the dads sat with the kids and all the mums sat and had a
No.
chat.
I would say the mums were on the right, the dads were in the middle, and the kids were on the left.
Okay.
Which
is exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was,
Yeah. Different ways of
Anyway,
saying
it was hell. It was hell.
I don't think it was hell.
It was
Kate's capacity for enduring things is quite low.
Yeah.
Whereas my mate and his wife have got 3 kids and they're all running about, right? And they were like, no, this is quite a nice meal. Everyone was
Kids
quite
do.
well behaved. I'm surprised because you love chaos in every aspect of your life.
Yeah,
and yet
strange,
that
isn't it?
chaos.
That chaos. Because a meal for me is a chance to sit down, enjoy a nice glass of wine and chat.
Yeah.
And there was none of that because everyone was just...
Well, you lot
The
did.
kids, hardly babes. There was just... I had 3 dogs. I was dealing with Baxter, Shirley and Wilbur all being tangled.
Cute.
It was no one was speaking to each other. Everyone was just dealing with children. I like going out for dinner with adults.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like to go out for dinner with children, multiple
No,
children.
they're
It's
terrible
just-
company.
No.
It's just...
I just don't get it.
But
No, I
you know
love
what?
it. I love going out of nowhere. It's brilliant because,
Do you know what? If there's loads of you've got to go somewhere like we did on the last night. We went to a beer garden in a pub where there was loads of games for children to
Lovely.
play and sat outside and the kids were running around and then we had pizza outside. But you live and learn. And I appreciate you organising everything because I didn't organise anything except for booking the camping. So you just thought, oh, we'll go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, it's a bad move, but you live and learn. And next year,
What
when
would
we
the
go
alternative
glamping,
be?
go and find a beer garden, or just cook again. Or get a delivery, just get a pizza delivery.
There was no delivery around there.
No? Surely.
No, I looked it up.
Brilliant.
Of course he did. He would have. He's
I don't know.
Yeah,
the
I've covered-
alternative,
You know,
I don't know,
he's-
crunchy nut cornflakes. It will survive.
always
you know?
defaults to cereal.
Yeah.
Always default to cereal. I think next year it would be better if we just went out for lunches, like go to a restaurant at lunch. So you have lunch on the beach, you have fish and chips, and then in the evening you do sandwiches.
Right, let's focus on the positives.
So funny.
It was very fun to watch Noah with the other kids rolling around. They've got on this farm, they've got goats, alpacas, and ducks.
Nice.
The kids had this huge space so they can roam around. They were chucking the ball around, playing a bit of badminton.
If you ever want to go to a great camping site, North Norfolk Glamping, not an ad, not a spun. We've been there twice now because it's not too busy.
Okay.
And it's just like, it's almost like your own campsite. You've got showers on site. Some of the accommodations have a shower in the tent or the dome.
Yeah.
We had our own private bathroom with a key and a lock. So it was our shower and our toilet.
It was
our
very
toilet.
nice as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And the animals are lovely.
The animals are
ducks,
lovely. There's loads of space. There's only 9 plots. We were staying in
safari tent.
it was a safari tent, but they have probably the nicest one which we stayed in before is a dome.
Oh yeah.
Where it has
So
a double
sick.
bed and then another double bed like high up, like above it. It's weird.
It's like a bunk bed.
And I think we'll probably go back again next
Yeah.
year. But there's even bigger safari tent lodges, so we're all going to
Super
stay
luxe.
like up there. And then like
So we're next to each other.
exactly. So the first day, Saturday, we went to the beach.
Yeah.
This was quite funny actually. So there's Holcombe Beach where you can take dogs. The tide comes in and out like a long, long way. So the tide was out. So we were walking on this way. I was carrying the cart with Baxter and everything like else. And we got about halfway to the sea and there's a really nice inlet, like a little river inlet. And the kids were playing. It was shallow enough. We were like, let's plot here because they're not going to want to get in the water. It's quite warm. Anyway, so the kids are all playing. And then someone looked up the pollution of that beach or the beach next to it, Wellsland Sea. And it was like, do not swim in this. Do not swim in this sea.
High risk of sewage.
But they said it's because of bird poo, apparently.
No.
Yeah. Didn't we had that chat? Because
I wasn't listening.
One of them looked at. Apparently, there's a high incidence of bird poo. I mean, what's going on with the bird poo?
How many birds?
How
They
many
said
birds?
Jurassic
sewage.
birds.
Claire, our friends accidentally went to the wrong beach and they were like, we're here now, we're just going to stay at Wells next to the sea. So, but they had a tannoy announcement saying there is sewage in the water, do not let your children play
It was
in
the bird
water.
poo.
How can bird poo create sewage? I don't get it.
You understand what poo is?
Yeah, but it's different to adult poo,
It's still the same kind of theory.
is it?
Yeah,
No.
But that much bird shit.
I know. Who's
whatever.
going on?
It was disgusting.
But there
so
was-
the kids played in sewage. They had a great
The
time.
kids are playing in this sewage. But we were like, is this clean? And I could just see gunk on the sides of this inlet. I was just like, oh God, are we going to lose skin? What's happening?
no.
But anyway, the kids had a fantastic time.
And then they had a disco in the evening and we were playing like kids' anthems and Noah got introduced to a new banger called Meat Pie Sausage Roll. Come on, England, score a goal. Oh, I got a corner.
If you haven't heard the song,
Never listen to it 'cause it'll be in your head all day.
Tommy, how long would it take you to get the song up?
Oh,
it's called
no.
Meat Pie Sausage Roll.
No,
We're gonna get
because
an
then it's going to be
earworm.
in my head. And like, yeah, anyway, the kids loved
I don't
it.
think they're going to sue us for using it.
They had
so.
a great time, and that was nice because we were all sat round. It was sunset. The kids were dancing on the field, getting covered in dust and dirt. We were having a nice wine. Do you know what? This was after the hellish group dining meal where I was Vino Verde on the menu, green wine from Portugal. So we drunk that. You should
Love
have
it.
never drunk wine so quick. I was like, get me out of this restaurant, get me back to base camp, and let's have a drink.
So dramatic.
Honestly.
So dramatic. So unnecessary.
And I didn't sleep for 2 nights either. But apart from that, we had a lovely time. I didn't sleep because there was a cockerel that was waking everybody up at 4:30 in the morning on the farm next door. And it was like 4:30 in the morning. Ben Baxter
Unbelievable.
woke me up by falling off the bed.
I'll
poor
tell you
bugger.
this, Kate hates nature. And shall I tell you why she hates
not
nature?
true.
Everywhere we've gone, she has an idyllic idea about nature, but she doesn't like the contents of the nature. And what I mean by that is, we went on holiday, and in Portugal there was one place with mozzies, and she was freaking out. She was
Who
like,
loves mozzies?
No, hold on. She's like, we cannot let the mozzies in. I was like, the mozzies here are a way of life. Like, you just have to accept mozzies. And she's like, there's a mozzie in our room. I can't handle it. I can't take it. Anyway, we get to this campsite, and they had a lot of ants. This is nature. So there's ants calling them out. Kate's there just like trying to kill every single ant she sees in
Sorry, there was too many.
this futile attempt. And she was like freaking out. She's like, I can't handle the ants. And I was just like,
They would
babe.
go. I don't mind ants. I mind them being in the food. They were crawling inside all the food, Nick. I'm sorry, but that's
No one wants
it's
to
not
eat
fine.
ant food.
No, I didn't say it was fine for that. Like, no one wants ants in their food.
But what I mean is you were
Elevate.
pissed off about the ants wherever they were.
I came home last night. I was brushing my teeth. They were crawling up my pajamas. They came home with us from Norfolk.
Did they?
2 ants on my pajamas. I was like, I think they've just come out of my hair or my hairbrush because I brushed my hair and I saw 2.
Oh, so there was lots of ants.
Found
Like
one
lots
in
of
Noah's
ants.
water bottle. Yes, it was
swimming.
There was an ant issue. This is no
Okay.
diss to North Norfolk glamping. It's
No,
what
it's just
happened.
I love
nature.
it.
It's
It's just
nature.
nature.
It's just
Oh,
nature.
it's just
But
nature.
my favourite part, okay,
Okay.
favourite part of the glamping
good.
weekend.
Good.
The kids having the disco and then us getting them all to bed. They all went to bed about 10ish.
Uh-huh.
And then the grown-ups sitting round the campfire that wasn't lit, whatever. We used a little torch. And we all had a beer and a wine. And we had these amazing camping chairs that were there. And you could like kick the bottom of it and it turned into like a sun lounger. And you could stargaze. And
Yeah,
we saw the Milky
sky was
Way.
unbelievable.
We saw the Milky Way. We saw multiple shooting stars,
Wow.
multiple satellites as well, but these were shooting stars.
Yep.
And the Milky Way was lit up in the sky. I've never seen the sky look so beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Apart from when we saw the Northern Lights a few years ago. But that was
That's
epic.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'll take the hellish group dining meal.
Okay.
I'll
Stop
take the
going
Jeopardy.
on about it. Jesus.
I'll take this. Never suggest group
Such
dining.
a whinger.
I know. I'll take everything
I'll take
bad
ants.
that's happened to me
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
last
yeah.
20 years to just look up at the stars.
Yeah.
A cockerel waking me up at 4:30
Okay,
a.m. because I
so
didn't take
discount
proper
that.
earplugs.
Just didn't prepare anything. Anyway, Tommy, did you find the song?
Noah's new favourite song. She's asked for this.
Yeah.
She asked for it on the way home 5 times. We had to stop at 4. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Meat pie sausage roll, come on England, gives a go. Meat pie sausage roll, come on England, gives a go. Ooh.
Got a corner.
Is it Johnny Vegas?
No.
Sounds like him.
Anyway.
I love the fade out. Tommy's like, enough.
Right.
Shelley, I miss you laying over there.
Okay, that's probably a good segue into
What?
exactly what I'm going to talk about.
She's normally on the bed, isn't she?
I know we joke about Kate's ADHD, but it has kind of got to a breaking point where something needs to be done because this last week, 2 weeks,
It's just life, babe. I'm just busy.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know. If
We're
it's
all
that.
busy now.
Well, let's take for
I'm a
example
busy mum.
the camping.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, let's go further back. So Kate had a shoot this week, or last week,
Oh,
should I
yeah.
say,
It was fun.
for Notebook magazine and OK magazine, 2 in 1. And we wake up at 8:15
By accident.
by accident. And Kate looks at me She's like, what's the time? I was like, 8:15. She went, shit. She went, my makeup artist is coming in 15 minutes. I was like,
For what?
right. For? She was like, for the shoot. I was like, okay. So I went downstairs.
The house was a mess.
It was a mess.
Well,
right?
you just got back from like
I know,
a
we had
year
that.
away.
But, like, also the floor had crap all over it. It hadn't been hoovered because the cleaner was away.
So basically, we have a cleaner once a week, but she comes on a Monday, and so I was thinking the house will look sparkling on Wednesday because she comes on a Monday. She's on holiday, so
you forgot.
And I told her not to come the 2 weeks before because we were away, so the house hasn't been cleaned. And we're still half unpacked. There's clothes everywhere. I mean, the house couldn't have looked worse. And
Yeah.
we
And
basically
you're having a
wait-
shoot
And I'm having a shoot.
in
And
the
I
house.
should have set my alarm early. But in my defence, Baxter woke up in the middle of the night. What I didn't know was that he'd pooed and peed in our bedroom. I woke up in the middle of the night, saw he wasn't in his bed, and walked downstairs, couldn't find him, and then came back upstairs, walked in our bedroom and trod in his dog poo. So it was all in the carpet. And then I found him on the other side of the bed. So I'm cleaning dog poo at 3 a.m. So then I wake up late because I was awake.
Yeah, but you could have said the night before, I've got the shoot the next day.
I know, I forgot. And then I didn't realise how many people were coming. I thought it was only like a couple of people. So 8 people then
at this
proceeded
point,
to turn up.
right, everyone's turning up. I'm in my pajamas, hoovering downstairs,
Yeah, just
so it
try
looks
and get things
reasonable.
clean.
Then I look outside, and we've had a plant pot in our garden that Kate moved, and there's loads of dirt around it. And I was like, well, if they take photos pointing outside, it's going to look terrible. So I'm out there scrubbing the floor. I'm making coffee for everyone. It's getting to like 9 o'clock. I've got to go to work.
He's in his pajamas making coffees for the whole crew. I'm like, can you get everyone a permit as well? It was like you were my PA. I was like, can you clean the patio? Can you quickly do the dog's breakfast? In the meantime, I'm like, I don't think I've got time to shower. So I didn't actually shower for the shoot. That
She
was
hasn't showered
disgusting.
since then.
She hasn't
No
showered since
showers
then.
since then.
No,
No time.
How bad's that though? I didn't even shower. I was just like, I've got to just get my makeup done.
At least it wasn't hot.
So I was obviously that. Boj was then terribly late for work. I really appreciate you doing everything for the morning of the shoot. It was a disaster. And then I said to him just before he left, can you get everyone's parking permits? Have you seen my sunglasses? I've lost them. Have you seen my reading glasses? I've also lost them. Then I lost my brace in the house on the shoot. I never found it. And I'd only had the brace in a week, so I had to put the new brace in a week early, my teeth. I never found the brace. I was going through the bins, payback for when you had to go through the bins on holiday.
I don't know if that's payback. I don't know if I've earned anything there.
That's not how payback works.
It is, because I made you run.
Yeah, but I
Just
don't,
your brace again.
Yeah, I don't relish you having to dig through a bin. I'm not like, yes.
I thought you would be. You're like, now it's your turn to
It's
rummage
not
through a
wired that
bin.
way.
Yeah.
Surely you felt a little bit happy that I had to rummage through the bins.
Not really.
Oh, crikey. Well, that brace is gone. So I managed to lose my brace in my
Because
own
she
house.
put it in a tissue. Yeah.
Put it in kitchen roll. It was really weird.
Interesting.
I don't know where that went.
Yeah, the bin, probably.
Probably the bin.
Yeah, maybe. But I did search the bins. I searched all the bins and it wasn't there. I don't know what happened to it. Someone went, do you reckon the dog could have eaten it? I was like, no.
That's such a thing someone says when they don't have
When
pets.
they don't,
Yeah.
I was like, I know he's hungry, but I don't think he'd stoop as low as a brace in Invisalign.
But he has
Anyway.
got very straight teeth now.
He does.
So she had the shoot, and then that night was the eclipse. And as we're walking up to our park, she's going, I think I've lost this, I think I've lost that. I was like, do you know what? Can we just have a moratorium on talking about stuff you've lost? I was
What's a moratorium?
a stop. Just stop talking about
Never heard
losing
that
stuff.
word.
That's
Well,
probably why
that's why you
didn't
need
stop.
to use words she understands.
Yeah, that's my bad. I was like, can you just stop talking about losing stuff?
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's doing my head in. I was like,
was
can we
stressed.
just enjoy this
moment.
eclipse as much as we can, which was very underwhelming in the end, so there's not much to enjoy. But I was like, can we just stop talking about losing stuff? Because you always do this. And actually, it had started to do my head in. Because I've been with her for a month constantly, and every day she's like, I've lost this, I've lost that. Oh no, it's in my hand. Oh no, it's in my bag. Oh no, it's here. And the funniness of it wears off quite rapidly after 2 weeks.
It
Yeah.
does.
And so I was like, can we just focus on enjoying this as a family?
I feel sorry
anyway,
for you.
we got up there, we met our friends.
Yeah.
We're looking at this eclipse. Anyway, it passes. We're all a bit, as my mate described it, whelmed. Not
Yeah.
quite underwhelmed, not quite overwhelmed. Just whelmed. Anyway, and Kate went, I've lost my phone.
My phone's gone.
And she looked at me, but she looked at me in the way of like, oh, like there was serious, like, you know, and someone kind of smiles at you uncomfortably.
All I had was I didn't have a bag. I didn't have my bum bag. I just had my denim shorts, and I'd put it in my back pocket of my denim shorts. And then my mate had a little newborn with her, and she was trying to breastfeed. I was like, let me cover you because you're getting your tit out. Sorry, I was helping my friend to breastfeed.
Here we go, yeah.
Anyway,
all
so I was
defensive,
trying to help her get her boob out. And then she
natural.
started
It's nature.
breastfeeding her little girl. And I turned around to Boj and I was like, where's my phone? I was like, it has gone. And then you looked at your phone to find my phone and you went, it's on the move.
I said it did look like it was moving.
I went, oh, shit.
So I was like, okay, let me go. And then at that moment, she went, oh, no, it's okay. It's in the pram. And I was like...
It was in the pram. I'd put it in my mate's pram because I was helping her breastfeed.
And do you know what
You should have seen his face.
the theme for all of this is? She
It was
does
fun.
stuff without thinking. And what I really noticed is that you put stuff into places without thinking about
Do
it.
I?
You don't concentrate. Like on camping, she had the dog's water bottle, which leaks, and she just chucked it into her own bag, which is waterproof. So there's nowhere for it to go but just to fill up her bag.
It did. Fill up
And
my
I was
bag.
like...
my makeup bag was drenched.
I was like, just...
Oh, the brand new phone charger was in it. I'm amazed that survived.
And what's the last one? There was one more, wasn't there?
Oh, okay. So the reason we were
Oh,
an
right.
hour late leaving is because in the morning he had to work at home. So he went straight into the office.
No, this was the deal. She said to me,
This
you
is Friday
work all morning until 12.
Yep.
I'll get everything ready. We'll be ready to go at 1.
Great.
We'll be ready to go at 1. So I wake up, making breakfast for Noah. And I said, you know what? While I'm packing, you can play in your TP. How about I get your TP out of the loft?
Great.
So I get that down. In hindsight, I should have just let her watch a bit of telly, but I thought it'd be fun for her to play with the TP. Anyway, I try and set up the TP on my own. I didn't want to
Before
bother
you go
him.
camping as well, you're going to be living in TP.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Like, here's a smaller tent. You're going to be in a bigger tent.
Watch this, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's a nice
This
TP.
TP is 6 foot tall and has been in the loft for, I don't know, 2 years.
Anyway, I thought it'd be nice to get it out. I've been
you?
promising her. So I didn't get it out. I didn't want to bother you. So I spent half an hour
didn't
trying to
want to?
erect said TP,
Okay.
trying to erect it on my own.
Yeah.
Poles A, poles B. Am I getting it in the right one? Anyway, the top of the TP is wood with a piece of metal wire going around that connects all these poles. And then the metal wire falls out and everything starts to break. And I said, quick, call Daddy. So he comes down.
no.
No,
showered.
what happens is...
He's just had a shower. He's all
We
fresh.
have to use the correct phrasing.
Huh?
Right, I was upstairs. Kate goes, Boj, I need you. I went, what? She went, it's urgent. I thought something's happened to
Something
Noah,
bad. Yeah,
something's happened to one of the
of course.
dogs.
It did.
I
I was
ran
saying I was
downstairs.
at the TV.
She's like this, holding 2 pieces of tent. She's like, I need you to help me put this together. And I just, in that moment, I was like,
What are you-
I could literally walk out the door right now. I could just walk out into the distance. You'll never see me again. Because
That's
this is the kind of unreasonable stuff that you're putting me through. And I was like, I'm going to help her because I don't want to lecture her. I don't want to be that guy. And then, but I just, at one point I was like, you didn't have to do this. She was like, I was trying to entertain our daughter. And I was like, there are other ways.
There are other
There are
ways.
other ways.
He's in his towel. He's just showered. By the end of him helping me,
So sweaty.
He was so sweaty. He had to go and have another shower.
God.
But we managed to erect the teepee. Guess what happened? We put the cover on. I put the blanket inside. I was like, in you go. She gets in. She goes, Mummy, this stinks. I can't sit inside. So she didn't want to sit inside it. So I'm like, okay, I'll wash the covers and I'll
course.
wash the blanket.
Just put a wash
so I
on.
take it all off, put a wash on.
Yeah.
Then I do a voiceover for ITV, which I've been promising I'd get done by Friday lunchtime. Then I thought, I need to do that post for Instagram. He comes downstairs at 1. He's like, are we ready to go? And I'm like, no.
She's in
I
her
haven't had
pajamas,
breakfast.
sat on the sofa with her headphones on, editing.
So we managed to pack up, get the TP stuff out in the garden to air while we were away camping, and we managed to leave by 2.
Can you imagine how low level furious I was?
Oh my God. And also then you get into the car with no petrol.
Then we get into
And
the
I
that
fucking-
petrol. And then she
let's
refuses to
round
allow
that
me
circle.
to refuel. I was honestly, it took me a day. I was so pissed off with you.
I'm surprised you are fine now. I mean, that's a
Nick,
lot.
can you come with us glamping next time? Because
Sure.
then you could
Just a
help us
lot.
out with stuff.
Sure.
You could come
What an
over.
extra
Oh, would you like to come to just do stuff for us?
No, no,
what
but
an
if you-
offer.
we
Do you want
could
to come into chaos?
You could come.
Yeah, I do.
You could come over and then help us pack.
sure.
Why would he want to do that?
I don't know. I think if Nick was there, because you're so organised, you could help us.
Okay.
Bodge is very organised.
Also come for the
you
bands.
just fine, but you just kick the heels out from anyone who's even 90% organised.
Yeah. Yeah, you
do.
I'm like, here's the plan. You're like, 2-foot challenge! And you're just like, at the knee.
Let's put a TP up.
Yeah.
So,
What is-
Which was a
What?
complete waste of time because she didn't fucking appreciate it. Oh my God.
Of course not.
I was like, are you serious? She went, it smells. And I went in and it did smell.
Yeah,
Like, it had been in
bit
the loft for
musty.
2 years.
Yeah.
It smelled musty.
So like,
Very musty.
even
Yeah.
this morning.
I don't blame her.
Even this morning, right? Even this morning for this podcast.
Yeah.
Kate goes to me, she's like, I'm running late. I'm going to be half an hour late. I was like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Don't worry.
Do you know why I was really late? Because I set up the TV.
You prick. You prick.
I set up the TP because it was all clean. And guess what? She went in. She went, it's a bit strong.
Oh.
It was smelled of fabric conditioner that was too strong. And I was like, let's open up the doors. I set it up for her.
Listen to this.
So do you actually tell me?
Slightly shrunk in the wash, so I was battling with this TP cover and the poles.
So you know what she said to me? She went, I had to get up, I had to shower, no, got up earlier than we thought. And then I had to make us both a porridge because I don't want her going off it. I was like, what? Why? And a fresh
She's
orange
gone
juice.
off Blueberries.
And then a fresh orange juice. And now she put up a tent as well.
You put up a tent too.
So I would love you to just be able to focus and complete tasks that you have to and understand how to prioritise. And I think the solution is Ritalin. I'm sorry, I don't want to drug you. Like, you know,
So what
it might be about time.
it might be about time, even if it's just for a short period of 3 to 6 years.
Just
to help me get through this bit. It's quite hard, Kate. You are making it quite hard for me.
Okay, so what I did was I went on to Bupa and I looked up our private healthcare. You can get, each adult is entitled to one ADHD test in their lifetime.
It'll be like, you know when Grandpa Simpson walks into the bar, takes his hat off and then turns back around and puts his hat back on, walks out. That'll be you. They'll walk in and go, yes, diagnosed, we can see.
So I'm going to do it sometime when I get around to it.
Listen, it's not like I want to over-medicate or whatever, but when you're trying to just operate in life, it's quite hard when the Tasmanian devil is in charge.
I know.
We just need to...
I just think I'm busy.
No.
You are busy, but you're always going to be busy because you're in demand and there's lots of things that you do, which makes it harder for you to focus on the things that you need. Like, put it this way, it's the prioritisation. Like putting the TP up, low priority. Packing to go away, high priority.
Yeah.
But you put them at equal priority. That's the problem. And like, if I try and say that to you, you then get really annoyed at me because I think you're annoyed because you know what the priority is, but you hate hearing it. So then you attack me.
I wonder what it would be like. Yeah, I should get tested. Yeah, but I did get tested before. I was a kind of mini test.
Was it one of those ones on the
online?
internet?
She said I was on the line. No, this was a therapist, Anna.
Okay.
But she's not a proper. But she just said, I can do this quiz with you. I was
Yeah.
like, let's do a quiz. I love quizzes. So we did it. And she said, you're on the line. She went, if this was the line and this was the point where we medicate you, you're there.
Okay, I think you've crossed the line now. I'll be honest with you. I think you've crossed the line. Now you're running another race.
All right, I'll get Ritalin.
I love you. I'm just...
To-do list. Get Ritalin ASAP. What's on our plate this week? Nick cooked something delightful for us. Do you want to share with
This was
everybody?
very original, wasn't it?
So OG.
It just came up on like as I'm online.
Are you online?
I'm online,
He's online.
and it came up on Instagram. And I was
What?
like,
On Instagram?
I
What's this
was
app?
like, "Hello, Munchy Moods. How are you?" And
Munchy
Moods with a Z. So it's like at Munchy Moods.
That sounds like one of those shops that sells like ice creams and waffles.
Yeah.
You know-
Okay.
You know those ones?
Nope.
Okay, fine.
What are you on about?
On the high street, there's all those random dessert shops now you can get.
Oh, like
They'll be like
creams.
ice cream, creams.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, moving on.
Got it.
I made crispy tomato and feta fritters.
I didn't know they had feta in.
No.
I thought you said they were
because
vegan.
Munchy Moods. No, they weren't. They never were.
They never
They had an
were.
egg in there.
You just threw that in.
They never were.
Kate went, so they're vegan. You're like, I
I
didn't know
thought
that.
when you handed me the plate, you went, they've got all the things you want.
yeah.
Cheese, eggs. You love all that stuff.
Okay.
What did you think of
I
it?
love this.
Beetroot,
Yeah.
like nuts, seeds,
Yes.
some cow shit.
Yeah, it's like so very simple and using fresh tomatoes.
Nice.
So it's like 4 or 5 fresh tomatoes chopped up.
Big ones or
Big ones,
cherry?
big ripe ones. Big ripe ones. You want to chop
ripe
up everything and drain. Draining's key here because you don't want them you need a nice dry batter, of course, to
Okie
fry
dokie.
with.
Yeah.
Onions. There was onion in there. There was a lot of herbs. I added extra herbs because I love a bit of, like, there's nothing like tomatoes and basil, right?
yes.
Munchy Moods omitted basil. So
What?
Get some basil in your life.
Silly people.
Why
so
would
it's-
they do that?
Don't know. But there was mint, parsley, spring onions, as well as normal onions, and then just a bit of oregano and then feta, and literally baking powder, flour, mix it all together, and then
Gluten-free flour as well.
I used gluten-free flour,
Thank you.
but an onion,
Yeah, I didn't die, so it's
no.
fine.
It's fine.
and then I just shallow fried them. This is sometimes there's deep frying going on. I'm more up for a shallow fry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, having deep fried this weekend, you're like, whew,
It's full on, isn't it?
it's full on. It's not.
It's full
Why
on.
deep fry when you can shallow fry?
Well, because it goes all the way in, doesn't it? And it really crisps everything up and makes
Yeah.
everything quite
Unnecessary.
But I find it an unnecessarily oily extravaganza. So I say, let's just go straight in, do your shallow fry. They'll beautifully crisp on the outside.
Yeah.
Let them dry on some kitchen roll for a bit, and then serve with your favourite sauce. You didn't like the sauce.
It's not that I didn't like it. I just felt like it didn't need it.
Okay. You could serve it with a sort of a tzatziki, with like a garlic yogurt, or like just whatever your heart's desires.
Whatever
Really.
your heart's-
You know the garlic and herb sauce that comes with the Domino's pizza?
Oh,
I would have liked that dipping sauce.
perfect.
Yeah.
Do you buy that in a bottle?
I forgot to get sauce for it, so I just smashed something together that was in the fridge.
I feel like a creamy sauce, like a garlic and herb.
I think sweet chili would have gone with that.
Okay, okay.
No, I think like a creamy yogurt
Well,
sauce.
my heart desires sweet chili.
So, and I
You're
did
wrong.
say, what
Okay.
of your heart desires? So,
Or mine.
yeah,
Well, you can have your own sauce.
You are you, and you are you,
You.
and you're.
Nick, 10 out of 10.
Whoa.
I've never had a tomato
on.
fritter before.
Don't forget how Kate scores, though. 10 out of 10, it was terrible. I hated it. 15 out of 100.
Genuinely loved it.
Yeah.
The sauce,
Great. Yeah, could
7 out of
take it or
10,
leave it.
fine, take it or leave it.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved, in
Nice.
fact, my stomach's rumbling now
Right.
thinking about those tomato fritters. So well done.
I thought they were a fun one.
I think solid 8.5 out of 10.
Okie dokie.
That's because I'm quite a punishing marker.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
not like
get
the
it.
puppy here. I'm the
You're
cat.
not.
Yeah.
But it was they were really tasty. I
They're
liked
really
them too.
good. Very nice. Good level of salt as
Yep.
well.
Oh,
Which is
I
always
love
the
a
risk.
season. I
And
love a
how
season.
long did it take you to cook them?
Oh, that was super quick. It was literally bang everything in. Chopping things, which is an issue at the moment.
Yeah.
Because the other day I sliced my finger.
You two
Same
are
knife
both-
I did.
Oh, man. But I've gone, can you see it? It's through the nail too. Like I went,
before.
I did a decent one.
We got a brand new knife at home that replaced one of the knives that broke,
and
and it is sharp.
It's so sharp.
It's Japanese.
Yeah, they know how to
They
do
know
a
how
sword.
to.
Yeah.
They do. I was trying to open a cardboard box with the knife, and that's when I cut my finger open, sliced it. Where's my scar? I haven't got. Look, there it is. It's healed nicely.
Also-
but it did not stop bleeding.
Don't use good knives to open cardboard, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scissors.
Scissors
I'll learn my lesson.
or a butter knife, like, but
Fine.
just not the good knives.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
No.
But I'm me. And then you've cut your finger on it.
Twice.
So you
Twice.
used a new
Twice.
Twice. I've done it twice.
Okay.
I've done two.
Triple threat of cuts.
Yep.
But we used a new chopper.
Oh, it's so good.
Talk to me.
Yeah, it's a KitchenAid chopper. It's so good. It's literally, once I've worked out how to use it, because I think, look, the last time I used it, absolutely fine. I realised I was 2 glasses in, and that was the issue. And you'd had one too. Neither of us could work out how to do it. Our synapses were misfiring. We couldn't work out how to use
Too
this thing.
pissed how to use a.
Yes.
Too pissed out of you. Well, 2 glasses. I mean, come on, they barely touch the sides with me.
Just a little bit
it was
fuzzy, a little bit fuzzy. Brain's
so
not
anyway, there's a
functioning.
click in. You got to really click it in, put the top on, bang. It does such a good job chopping everything up.
Does
Is
it
it
make
like
it?
sofrito it?
Yes, 100%. It's so good. And it literally
Interesting.
doesn't make it too runny and too chopped up.
Yeah.
It's still a bit of structure to your veg.
Quite a small device as well, isn't it?
It's a really good one. So I
Doesn't
recommend.
take up much space in your cupboard.
No, I recommend. But yeah, so I use that to chop everything. I'm going to use that to chop everything from now on.
That's quite good.
We're only having things chopped now.
But you do have to chop it to get it in the chopper.
A little bit, yeah, but
Go to the
not.
chopper.
But you're not dicing.
Yeah, big chunky
Yeah,
cube.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
imagine chunky veg that you would chop to put in a roasting dish to oven.
They
Kind of
should
that.
use this as an ad, realistically.
I did a
shouldn't they?
mushroom in there. You would have loved it.
You would have.
You you diced a
I
mushroom in there.
diced a mushroom in
You've
there.
had diced mushrooms in food.
You have. I've made it for you. The beetroot Wellington
When you don't
thing.
taste it, it's great.
No.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
we've sufficiently advertised that
Yeah.
piece of equipment.
It's very
there.
good. And yeah, so these are good. So we'll put the recipe up on our Instagram now.
And because you're in charge, you will put it up
It's already done.
of the socials.
It's already
Well,
done.
it's already done, but it'll go out.
It'll be there.
Thank
It'll
you,
be there.
Nick. I really appreciate you cooking this week. It was bloody lovely. This week's show is dedicated to Leanne Howitt.
Hi, Leanne, if you're listening.
I haven't done a hi Sue if you're listening, have I, for ages?
You did one earlier.
Did
Did
one
I?
earlier.
Oh, yeah, when I talked about your
Boxer shorts.
hi Sue again. Thanks for all your help over the summer hollybobs. This week's show is dedicated to Leanne. She says, I listened to your podcast yesterday. I follow you all on Instagram, but I hadn't listened to a full podcast. I really hated it. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for getting involved in the pod, Leanne. We love you. Jan's been on. Oh, no. She says, Kate, you donut. It's a cheesy quaver, not a cheeky quaver.
Oh.
You know the Cockney rhyme and slang last week? Do us a cheeky quaver. Was I actually saying cheeky quaver?
You were.
I can't believe I wasn't saying cheesy quaver. Do us a cheesy.
Well,
What an idiot.
you live and learn.
What a moron.
Every day's a school day.
So
That's
true.
how long I haven't heard that phrase for. The ultimate holiday roundup, she was listening to you. Thank you, Jan. I will never say cheeky quaver again. And this one, we are keeping anonymous just in case she doesn't want, but we'll say Faye. We'll say it's from Faye. She says, hello, you lovely people. I love the podcast and me and my best friend are heavily invested in your lives. Creepy, in commas.
I like you.
Don't
Faye.
worry, I'm happy for you to be heavily invested in our lives, Faye.
Please.
She said, I'm after some advice if possible. Me and my husband definitely need some couples therapy / counselling. I've obviously Googled it, but there's so many different companies, and to be honest, I don't have a lot of spare cash to waste on the wrong therapist. I know you talk about your amazing therapist, and I was wondering if she is independent or part of a group who you could recommend. Love you all, especially Noah and the dogs. That's such a lovely message.
Yeah.
So yeah, Faye, we use a independent therapist who also works for the NHS.
Yeah.
Shall we send her the details?
We can do. We can. I mean, it isn't cheap. It isn't cheap, but it is worthwhile. It's an investment in your relationship. I know what you mean by therapy and trying to find the right therapist, because it's quite hard. You hear bad stories from people having, and it's like 60 to 100 quid a pop for like a single session. And if you wasted your time, if you haven't got it right, then it's quite hard, isn't it?
I can see why people give up and go, no, it's not for me because I didn't like it. It's probably just the wrong therapist for you, but then you have to try and find the right one.
But you have to as well. You have to not sort of stop at the first one and either stick with them or just find another one. And, it is hard to break up with a therapist, but you do have to sometimes just go, you're not for me at the moment, and try another one.
I feel like you
And
can
keep
go to the
trying.
therapist. You can just stop booking
Absolutely.
appointments.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll do it.
Yeah, just stop. Just don't pay them.
How did Faye contact
No,
us?
What?
How did Faye contact us?
Instagram.
We'll DM you the details of our therapist, Faye.
Yeah.
But also, BetterHelp. We spoke about them before. Can
Yeah,
you do couples therapy on that?
I guess you can. I haven't used it myself, but it is a kind of Airbnb for therapists. So can't vouch for it personally. Nick, have you used it?
I've used it before. No, I quite liked it. I went through a couple because, you've got to find the right one. And that's with any therapy.
But
You've got
do
to
they
find
do
your right
couples
one.
therapy?
Yeah, it says they do.
Yeah.
Amazing. So BetterHelp or I Love Pear, which is basically, you can find them on Instagram like Pear the Fruit. And it's all about specifically pairing you with a therapist that they genuinely think would suit you. They really look at you, who you are as a person and what you need. So that's good as well. So hope we can help you, Faye, and good luck with your therapy journey. Everything's a journey, isn't it? And on that
really
note,
is.
we've got a trap because we've got a...
Our own journey.
Yeah, we've got our own journey to get on with. One more review from Sarah Saza G, 5 stars, and she reviewed an Apple podcast. She said, I absolutely love listening to these 3 beauts. I'm fairly new to podcasts, and what's not to love about this one? They have me in stitches. Kate reminds me so much of myself, and in some ways I say to my husband, see, it's not just me. I also have a 15-year-old doggy called Buster who reminds me so much of lovely Baxter. Cute. 15's a great old age. Anyway, keep up the work. Boj, Kate and Nick, you really do make a difference to people's happiness, so thank you. And if you can give a shout out to my BFF Joey, I'd love you even more. Hi, Joey, if you're listening. And on that note, we got a trap. Thank you so much for listening this week. Keep your messages coming on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on Instagram. We are Boj and Kate, and we'll see you next week. Ta-ra!
Bye.
Bye.
'Cause Boj